Hello, Lana. Here we are to talk about the topic partnership. We are with the introductory topic on the concept partnership fundamentals. Now, you know very well that in plus one you have finished by preparing in the final accounts for profit and loss account where you used to calculate net profit, right? That net profit was calculated after taking into the consideration all the indirect expenses of the business, and then you used to prepare the balance sheet and final accounts were done. Now in case of the partnership firm, P&L account is extended in the form of the P&L appropriation account, because the profits that we use to calculate in the P&L account are transferred to P&L appropriation account credit side. You remember in trading account we used to finish with the gross profit and then gross profit was carried forward. Same way, from the P&L account we will take our profits to the next account, that is P&L appropriation account. The point to be highlighted here is that the net profits are to be appropriated among the partners in the organization, in the firm. If there are losses, they are not appropriated in P&L appropriation account, they are finished off in P&L account. Now for the preparation of P&L appropriation account, what things are to be kept in mind? You know that if it is a partnership form of organization, it is a firm, partnership firm, then there would be the partners in the firm. It might have two partners or more than two partners. The maximum partners could be 50. So here if the partners in the firm, let's suppose if I am taking A and B are the partners in the partnership firm, now the profits generated from the firm are to be distributed among the partners A and B. So A and B partners must have decided something in regard to their salary, something in regard to their commission, something in regard to interest on capital, so that everything will appear on the debit side of P&L appropriation account. And if interest on drawings is chargeable by the firm on the partner's drawing, that becomes income to the firm. So these are on the credit side of P&L appropriation account by the word by interest on drawings account. So these stood on the credit side of P&L appropriation account. So P&L appropriation account is an example in front of you of the nominal account. By nature it is a nominal account. So everything that is an income is to be credited to P&L appropriation account. Whatever are the expenses are to be debited to the P&L appropriation account. For the appropriation account to be debited for salary, commission, interest on capital, that depends what is given in the question. If the salary is payable to one partner, we will give to the one partner. If it is payable to both of the partners, we will go along that. Commission is payable to one partner or both or three of the partners, will go along that. Same way interest on capital is calculated for the partner's capital account and given as per that. Now, there might be one also case for your transfer to journal reserve. Now, you should keep in mind from your plus one also, you know very well that journal reserve, the reserves are appropriations, they are not a charge. So, they are taken on the debit side of P&L appropriation account to journal reserve, right? After taking into consideration, let's suppose if a business is earning rupees 1 lakh, okay, a net profit is of rupees, supposition is here with me that I am taking that business is earning a profit of rupees 1 lakh, and let's suppose interest on drawings are 5,000 rupees here, right? So what is the total profit generated from the business is of rupees 1 lakh 5,000 here. And let's suppose the salary payable to both of the partner is of rupees 20,000 in total, that we will take in here, that is in your amount column. Let commission payable to both of the partners given separately might be of 15,000. This I am taking in the supposition manner. Then after that, let's suppose interest on capital. In this case, we are taking it for rupees, that is of 10,000 rupees. That single partner's amount would be considered here. Like if it is payable 4,000 and 6,000, then we will total up here. If it is like 7,500, let's suppose commission payable to each partner is of 7,500 totaled up here. Then let's suppose salary payable is 12,000 and 8,000 and totaled up here is for 20,000, right? Now from rupees 1,05,000, the total here, when we deduct the debit total, that is of 20, 15 and 10, how much is here? 45,000, right? So from 1,05,000, if we deduct 45,000, how much profit is left with us? That is rupees 60,000. This is my working note, should not appear in the P&L appropriation account, rather it should be in working. So how much profit was generated from the business? That is of rupees 60,000. Will be if there is no transfer to general reserve. So supposition is that now this profit would be taken to the partner's capital account. You know that in the business the partners contribute the capital. So if the net profits are generated from the business, that would be transferred to the capital account. Salaries, commission, interest on capital, everything would be transferred to the capital accounts. So 60,000 is the amount of profit here. Profit sharing ratios. So in this question it is given as to be, that is, let's suppose it is given 3 is to 2, right? If it is 3 is to 2, this 60,000 would be divided by 5. That is the total of 3 is to 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. So how much is the singular value? That is 12,000. Now 12,000 into 3, how much is the profit transferred to 1A's capital account? That is 36,000. How much is transferred to B's capital account? That is 24,000 rupees here, right? So this is the case how the P&L appropriation account is prepared from the given net profit, how these are distributed among the different partners, that is for their salary, commission, IOC, reserves, or the profits left over to be distributed, and IOD is charged. But the case would also depend if these things are payable or not. In few questions you would find these things, and in few questions these things would be absent, right? And the next important thing, when I am saying here that salary is payable to partner, commission is payable to partner, interest on capital is payable to partner, reserve is to be taken for your appropriation, IOD is charged from the partner's capital account. Yeah, that means this whole account is for the appropriation of profits among the partners. If salary is payable to a manager, then it won't appear in P&L appropriation account, it will appear in your P&L account. But there are some exceptions for your partner's claim. Salary, commission, interest on capital is a appropriation here. But when we say there are few things which are payable to the partners but they are termed as a charge, profit and loss account is prepared for the expenses they are charged to the business. This is also in nature nominal account, but this thing, when we say that this is prepared for the expenses which are charged in a nature, means they are expenses are to be paid whether there is profit or loss to the business. When we say the profits are to be appropriated, we say profits are to be appropriated. Only the profits are to be appropriated. We are not talking about losses here. So that means if there are profits, only then salary is payable, commission is payable, interest on capital is payable. If there are no profits, then we are not going to make the payment of these all claims of partners. So when we say that the expenses which are payable or which are charged even when there is a profit or loss, we talk about here two exceptions. One exception is of when rent is payable to a partner. So that means if the rent is payable to a partner, then it becomes a charge. So rent payable would always be appearing in P&L account, right? Rent would always be a charge, whether it is payable to a partner or to the outsider person. It will appear in profit and loss account. Similarly, interest on loan account, which is payable by partner to the firm. This is the case of your that loan is given by the partner to the firm. So that means firm has taken the loan, so interest on loan is an expense. So when interest on loan is an expense, then it becomes a charge to the firm. It will appear in the profit and loss account. So interest on loan would always be appearing in the P&L account, whether it is payable to the partner or outsider, right? So you have to keep in your mind interest on loan and rent. Both of these would always appear in P&L account, whether these are payable to partner or outsider. Payable to partner or outsider would always be appearing in which account? P&L account. Next, there is another point, interest on loan here also, that is on the credit side. Why it is appearing on the credit side? Because here the loan is given by the firm to the partner. When firm is lending money, in that very case firm will receive interest, so it is an income. That's why it's appearing on the credit side, right? So it will come over here in your P&L account. But important point to keep in mind is that when you find questions, there would be few questions where he would tell salary payable to the partner, rent payable to the partner. So rent payable to the partner will appear in P&L account, and salary payable to the partner will appear in P&L appropriation account. So this is the introductory part for your partnership. We'll continue with the same few more cases or few introductory parts about the fundamentals in the upcoming videos. Thank you. Accountitude, keep scoring.